Hello, this is Kevin with The Healthy Omnivore, and I want to thank you for joining me with this 7-day e-course to actually help you create proper and real health care for you and your family. And from that, you're actually going to be able to create the ability to improve the way you look, improve the way you feel, but not just for the short term, but for the long term. The components that I'm going to convey to you will work for the rest of your life. We're going to focus on real food, we're going to focus on proper movement, and we're going to focus on an improved lifestyle. Now, what's important about that is that with real food, proper movement, and improved lifestyle, you really need somebody else to actually guide you and to lend their expertise. So you have a nutritionist with food, you have personal trainers with exercise, and then you actually have lifestyle coaches with lifestyle. So that's why I created The Healthy Omnivore, is because everybody was focused on health care, 2 words, not health care like the healthcare industry, but health care where people who actually care about their health can actually put together their own healthcare program. And they can improve their health. And they can actually get to the point where they don't necessarily fire their doctor, but they actually get to the point where they don't need to be medicated. So that's what we're trying to do today. And we're going to start off day 1 and we're going to focus on real food. Now, the number one thing with real food is that once you start consuming real food, you get away from actually consuming everything else that has been refined and processed. Because those are the foods that have been causing us challenges, because we have not adapted to this technology era. We have not adapted to the industrial era. We haven't adapted to these eras that have modified these foods. What we do well with, though, is that if we go out and we hunt for something, and we actually have a high quality animal product, we fish for something, and it's actually a high quality fish, or we actually have high quality grains, high quality potatoes, high quality fruits, high quality vegetables. That's what helps our body to flourish. So we're going to talk a little bit about your shopping list. You don't necessarily have to purchase all organic. You don't necessarily have to purchase any organic. What I like you to do is actually, when you go to the store, you go to the farmer's market, or you actually go to a mom and pop shop, is that you start asking questions and you find out how those foods are farmed and how they're raised. At that point, you don't necessarily have to go organic, because you can actually feel comfortable with the farmer who lives 25 miles down the road. You feel comfortable with the soil that they have. You know that they're not putting pesticides on their fruits and vegetables. You know that they're actually being good to the animals, and the animals are healthy and they exercise, they get sun. They're not using antibiotics. They may not call their stuff organic, but that might be the best that money can buy. And that's what you want to be consuming. Because if you actually put unhealthy animals, unhealthy fish, unhealthy fruits and vegetables, unhealthy grains in your body, you have no chance of being healthy. So you probably saw that we actually have a little shopping list on day 1, and you can actually copy off the PDF, or you can actually copy and paste some things that you see on there. Create your own shopping list. I don't care, but what I want to convey to you is that when you walk in the store, you're not going to really want to go through the aisles unless you're going to end up focusing on getting a couple things that are frozen, like wild frozen fish. You might find a grain bin that has some rice or something like that. But most of the time you're going to be on the outside or the perimeter of the store. So you're going to be thinking, when you walk in there, you don't even necessarily want to think you're a farmer. You actually want to think you're a hunter and a gatherer. What would you hunt for that you like? What would you fish for that you like? What would you consume for, let's say, a starch or a grain that you like? What would you actually shop for or look for if you were gathering that was a fruit, nuts, seeds? And that's what you put in your shopping cart. And that's where you start. Because what you're going to want to do is you're going to get rid of everything in your house, everything that you considered crap, everything that was refined, everything that's processed, everything that's altered, everything that's a displacement food. because now you're going to put the best foods that money can buy into your body. And that is going to be the beginning for you to approach that optimal health that you would like to achieve. So tomorrow, we're going to actually start talking to you a little bit more about what you actually put on your plate, how you combine your foods, and we all actually will also introduce a term called optimal individualized nutrition, because we all have our own biochemistry, and some of us do well with different foods and some not so well. So that's what we're going to introduce tomorrow. But for today, go ahead and get rid of the food that's in your house that doesn't belong there. If you can, go ahead and donate it, because either later this evening or tomorrow sometime, you're going to have the opportunity to go out and start shopping like a hunter-gatherer, because you want to be the healthy omnivore. This is Kevin, and thank you very much for being with me today. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll start talking to you a little bit more about real food, but we'll individualize the program that's going to be best for you. Thank you.